Shakar Allah, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Brakat Yahweh, Brakat Yahweh Shai. I'd like to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach us truth, 100% truth. To do a quick lesson, let's talk about, our people being here inside the belly of the beast, known as Babylon the Great, the land of our captivity, and we steal the spoils of war, and therefore we're held under subjugation up under our oppressors, who are really the oligarchs of the earth, man. And just want to go into how these devils that rule over us, man, has pretty much totally disconnected us from our heritage. And our heritage is spoken of in the book of the Bible, man. And we have a deep heritage. But let it be known, let them tell it, that we only just come from slaves from out of Africa. And therefore, that's why our people have that total disconnect, because, they were able to make that disconnection through shadow slavery. When they would take the families, they would break up the families. They would, as soon as a child was born, they would sell it to another plantation and be raised by other people. And therefore, they can continue this form of indoctrination that's going to separate us from our heritage, man. And through the course of many different generations, therefore you have where we at now. But, that goes to show you the power of our Lord, man. And that goes to show you his great works, because the Lord was able to bring back to us our heritage, man, and tell us who we are. Despite of all these things that the devil used against us, man, through his technology, through his psychology, through his psychological warfare on us, through the media, through the TV, and all these other things, and his miseducation through this educational system, the truth still got out. The truth was still revealed, and all that money this man pumped into trying to keep those things hid from us, and we still know who we are, man. We still know that we are the Lord's people, man. And that shows the power of our Lord, man. The magnificent of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. For us to even know this name today, they took the name from us. They gave us this false name, which is blasphemous name, call them JC, and then our people that scattered to these other nations, they know them as Allah and Buddha and all these other names. But we know the true name of the Lord, man, and that's the miracle of it. That's the blessing of our power. And like I said, they broke up the family, man, and they still do that to this day, and how they use the women, the nigger women of our nation against us, And for so long, they had men of Israel thinking that they were the bad ones, and they left their families, and that was the narrative that was being pushed out there. That Jake's was, Jake men of Israel, that you were pretty much deadbeats. All you were known for is making babies and skating out on the babies, man. But that's the furthest thing from the truth, because you look out of any demographic of nation of people, we are the most involved in our children's lives, man. You can look that up. We are the most involved in spite of all these devices that they use to keep us separated from our families. Not to mention like separated from our power. And there's an order to this thing, man. And the Lord is bringing us back in order again. From Yahweh to Yahweh Shai, to the man, to the woman, and to the family, man. The Lord's going to bring us back again to that same, that order that the Lord has set in place. And unfortunately, the 2/3 of our people not going to get it, man. The 2/3 that have been totally destroyed by Esau Edom is not going to be able to receive this truth. They're going to continue on in the ways of degeneracy through this devil, man. And so the Lord is going to get rid of them, same as he did when our people were sent to the wilderness, man. He had to purge out Israel, man. He had to purge that nation because they were defiled by the rulers over them, by the Egyptians, before we can even go into our land. And same as it is now, man, as it is going to be today. The Lord is going to turn his devil loose on us, man. Esau Edom is going to be turned loose. The Lord is going to put a spirit on him thus said the Lord, and then he's going to come after, he'll come out after our people. Because right now he has no more use of you. And mainly you southern tribes, man, you black, so-called blacks. But eventually, he wants all Israel destroyed, so-called black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. But, these are times that we in. We have to be very well aware of the tricks of the devil, man. He's been playing this psychological warfare on our people, man, for so long, Like I said, putting the women over us, making the women, putting this narrative out that we were the bad guy. Jake pretty much took it on the chin, until the prophets brought this out, man. And, mainly, you go back to the prophets of, the elder prophets of GMS, man. They've been pushing that narrative. They started pushing the narrative about how wicked our women was, man. And then from then on, there's been a red pill movement. But really, if you think about it, it started from GMS. They've been pushing that narrative for a long time when it was unpopular during that time. Jake just pretty much took it on the chin, man. Yeah, we deadbeats. We were shooting at each other and, talking about, each other not being held accountable, for being there with our families. But at the end of the day, even despite of all those tricks that the devil used to keep us separated from our family, Jake still is involved, man. Even though he's used our women to separate us from our family, Jake, we still maintain those connections to our kids, man. But and that's the miracle of Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah, man. We're those people, And by women going off, that's the same way we as men did against Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah. We did the same thing, man. And so that's why we're reaping the benefits of us turning our back on the Lord, man. The same way the Lord used our women against us because we went off, the men of Israel. And now, our women is doing it to us. That's part of the curses that's spoken of in Deuteronomy 28, man. That our women's going to turn against us, man. They're going to be against us. And if you think about it, it really goes back to Adam and Eve in the garden, man. Because Adam was never supposed to give his power unto a woman. Never supposed to allow a woman to manipulate him allegorically speaking, to bite an apple. It's really not biting the apple, it's just talking about taking on the philosophies of these devils, man. And yeah, we're in those times, man. We're in those times that, all hell's about to break loose. We have an election that's about to that's about to happen, supposedly in another week. We never know, man. It's like that waiting time, man. You never know if something's going to pop off, either before then or after, But you definitely can feel something, the tension is building up, man. People are drawing sides, they drawing a line in the sand, and they taking sides, man. And that's even amongst our people. That's crazy, Even our people, man, are totally divided on this issue about who they're going to put being their slave master over them. Because really, at the end of the day, this country is really a corporation, and those are just presidents of that corporation. They're not going to allow you to put somebody in there that's going to benefit your behalf, man. They're there to benefit the corporate bosses, which is like Big Pharma, the weapon industry, the oligarchs over the land, man. The true kings of the earth are doing this, the real kings of the earth at this time, Those elitist families, that's ruling the earth right now. That's not spoken of. That stay in the shadows, and then when you speak on them, they like to bring up, it's just a term they like to use as can't think of the word right now. But it's being conspiracy theorists, man. When you speak on these people, but we know they're there. We know that they have unlimited wealth. And they're trying to stay in power for a limited amount of time, man. But the Lord has already set a boundary they can't pass. That's spoken of in the Bible, man. But I just want to kind of hit those points, man. Being here in the belly of the beast. The beast is really talking about the whole Catholic system, man. The beast system that's been said about that all these other nations run up under. You know, because really you think about it, Islam was created by the Catholic system. The so-called Christianity, and all these other nations, man. That's the power of the beast. And here in Babylon the Great, America, man, that's the belly of the beast. You know, that pretty much all our people are held in captive until this day. So with that being said, man, all praise Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Hope that this was edifying. And with that, let's say Shalom.